they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten. And tonight we'll be watching Steph Curry. Known for his offensive firepower, but he's made major strides in all areas since coming into this league, Shaq.
Yeah, he didn't have great handles when he entered. Now one of the top 2 dribblers in the league.
Yeah, I agree. You know what the funny thing is?
What?
He used to be the guy they sat on the bench in fourth quarters when he first got there. Now he's the clutch guy in the NBA, and his turnover to assist ratio thing has gone down tremendously.
Who does he remind you of? It's a...
Just a great look at the metropolis. That is Houston, Texas. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors in their last game, a loss to the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah, foul trouble early on, I thought, set the tone in that game, and it just made it difficult for them to get over the hump.
Yeah, it really got them out of sync, and that hurt them big time. Forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they would have liked to.
Now, Golden State's starting 5. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 spot. Now here's Harden after the miss from Stephen Curry. Well, wide open look from Love. It's hauled in by Bogut. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as 3-point percentage was down. But still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul.
Болей.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Now here's Curry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. The drive by Thompson. 6 to shoot, and that's off the glass and in. Thompson's got his first points of the game.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
Here is Harden after the made shot from Klay Thompson. From 17 feet out. Back to Harden. Love with the screen on Curry. Harden with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Curry against Harden. Capella, the pass to Love. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism, but a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
Here is Harden following the basket by Stephen Curry. Harden dishes to Love. Feeds it to Capella. And some nice passing there by Houston. In the corner, Harden. Offensive rebound. Capella gets to Ariza. Love the pass to Ariza. Back to Love. There's the screen. The three from Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season. 4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Capella, good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And Doris Burke spoke with Steve Kerr. Doris?
He said they've really got their work cut out for them dealing with a player like Kevin Love, saying he's a 25 points per game scorer and can just dominate the glass. Defensively, you just can never leave him open. No open shots. Get a body on him the second a shot goes up. He knows it's easier said than done. But, guys, that's the game plan.
Thank you, Doris. Curry with the steal. Knocks it loose. Green dishes to Curry. No good. So Houston will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Here's Harden. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Green with a screen on Ariza. The drive by Green. Bogut kicks to Curry. And another three for Golden State.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Love outside. Dishes to Harden. Six on the shot clock. He kicks it to Capella. Houston needs to get a shot off. Love with the bucket.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Warriors leading by 6. Curry with it. 9 points in the game so far, and the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got 5 points so far.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Lawson outside. Harden against Curry. Harden outside. And the pass to Capella. Back to Harden. No good. Curry with the defensive effort.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Now, here is Harden after the miss from Stephen Curry. Curry against Harden. Three-pointer. And Kevin Love gets the 3. Love's got 7.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard. And second in the league in scoring, I mean, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear the second half of the season. And then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
And the Rockets making a change here. Mozgov's checked in. And then for Golden State, Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. Curry passes to Spates. Thompson for the triple. And the Warriors miss again.
And for Harden coming in second in the MVP race, he had a lot of first-place votes, and nobody knew if he or Curry would win the award. In most other seasons, he would have won the MVP.
Now here's Harden. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Good on the shot.
And for Harden last year, he could have easily have won the MVP, probably would have in other seasons. His big talking point for the award was how he carried the Rockets on his back. And he might have been the most valuable player to his team with the performances he had last year.
Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Now, here is Lawson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And that one's good. Love.
Man, he's having
Думаешь?
quite the quarter
Я не думаю
converted at
так.
a really high percentage.
Он и так уже 9 очков набрал.
And Curry, here we go. Releases from 15. No good from space.
Very dangerous to
Ему
leave
на
a
сегодня
guy like
хватит.
that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And here's Lawson. Kicks it to Harden. Here's Love. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Thompson dishes to Green. He feeds it to Curry. The shot by Spades. Nobody around. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Spades has got the game tied up here for the Warriors. On
Смотри,
offense,
какие
here are the
славные
Rockets.
печемазик.
They're on a 12-4 run.
Совсем ёбу дал уже.
Lawson's against Thompson. Harden outside. The 15-footer. Warriors with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
You're right, Greg. They took care of business against them in the conference finals. Now looking to do the same thing tonight.
And that one's good.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable.
Мазик, ты как сегодня? Планируешь 10 из 10 умереть?
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you
Или
have
нормально сегодня
when the
будем
ball
играть?
is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
For the Rockets, Monajunas is checked in for Love. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. And Golden State also making a change. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry. Mozgov, a screen on Barnes. It's Harden with the drive.
Да, еще раз.
Cannot hit.
Понятно,
Great
как
D
так.
that time from Green.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Here's Thompson. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And it's 6 points for Klay Thompson.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Mozgov, a screen on Barnes. Here's Harden. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, scrapping, Clark, for each and every rebound. They are not backing down. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Here is Harden. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
10 из 10 вылетает по классике, бля.
Monajunas make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Golden State.
And Monajunas actually showing a newfound post repertoire there. I mean, he's deceptive. He has hooks and pump fakes, little up and unders. The Rockets looked to him for offense when they weren't playing through Harden.
Now here's Beverly following the miss by Draymond Green. Pass to Brewer. The feed to Monajunas. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
And Montejunis is a very confident player. I think where he can still improve is his rebounding and defensive impact. With a 7-foot frame, he's got to learn to play like a 7-footer.
There's
Не может он попасть.
That doesn't go either for Green. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Brewer kicks to Beverly. Pass to Montejunis on the wing, Harden.
А мне?
There's a screen by Montejunis. Barnes grabs the miss.
Бля, пипец, чуть не попал, блядь.
A good close contest so far.
Это был бы прикол.
First quarter. Warriors lead by 1. Stay with.
Плотненько.
And Rockets head coach Kevin McHale spent some time with us in the broadcast booth, but
when you don't have a dog, you know, in the fight,
that's an interesting perspective on competitiveness and what happens when you're no longer in the thick of it, especially Clark when you're as physical a player as McHale was.
Yeah, you know, I certainly understand where he's coming from. I mean, I'm living it in many ways, but for me, it's about the love of the game and sharing that with so many other people who love the same things I do, whether they ever played or not. There's some common ground, even outside of the competitive court.
Понятно.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
They came out with the purpose of playing for one another, making the extra pass throughout that first quarter.
Guys, that is simply just good basketball. I mean, really good basketball. Total team effort out there.
Patrick Beverly out there with Thornton. Then it's Corey Brewer. Then there's Montejunis. And it's Capella in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Love checked in for Montejunis. Ariza comes in for Corey Brewer. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now Ariza. Following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Now the dish to Capella. Passes it to Love. And stolen by Barnes. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Ariza with the bucket. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Barbosa. Back to Curry. Lock at 6. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Outside Lawson. There's the 3. Kicks it out to Ariza. Iguodala with the steal. Feeds to Curry. It's stolen by Ariza. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Love with the screen on Curry. Lawson the pass to Love. And now courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. Second, the Warriors.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Well, looking back on last season, you could see the Rockets were tough at home. They just were relentless at going at teams.
Yeah, how about a 30-11 record last year? And a lot of close ones for them, but that home crowd at times could just really will them to victory.
As it did help in the series against the Clippers last year in the playoffs. Here's Lawson. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Lawson dishes to Capella. Ariza outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Ariza's got 4 points in the quarter.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And stolen by Ariza. And oh, here we go with Thornton with nobody back. Dishes it to Ariza. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Warriors leading. Here's Thompson and the rejection by Love. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. They set the pick. The shot by Thompson and no one's around. And Bogut slams it in.
They've owned the offensive glass here in the second.
And making a point of getting in there and vying for missed shots.
Now Lawson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And here's Love for three. And that's collected by Bogut. Bogut's got his third rebound tonight.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Love against Curry. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Iguodala. Rockets with the rebound.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on it.
Love kicks to Thornton. And the pass to Capella. He feeds it to Love. This one for three. Another miss by Houston.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
The 11-footer. Again, the miss by Thompson.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
It's a pick by Love. Lawson the pass to Love. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance for a three-point play.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson. Well, one thing about Ty Lawson is he's very good at attacking the defense. Gets inside without a problem and knows how to set up teammates.
And for Lawson, he is great when he attacks. He does obviously create well for his team on drives. Interesting player, certainly, but playing with a team that's growing and pretty young around him.
A good point. And, you know, last season, Lawson averaged about 13 points for his team off of his own drives. I mean, that means 13 points a night would be a direct result of him attacking the rim. That's second in the league and a stat that only trailed James Harden.
I think that would surprise some people.
Yes.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Lawson looking for his first basket still in this one. The three. Another miss by Love.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Houston. Harden comes in for Marcus Thornton. And the Warriors also making a change. Green's checked in. Curry attacking. And you can count with a chance to make it three.
It's a great job getting the ball inside now. I mean, they're intentional about it. The coach really wants them to show some physical presence here in the second, and they've shown that.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Now, here is Harden. 9 points in the game so far.
Блять, нахуй я это делаю просто.
Shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
Green with a screen for Iguodala. Outside Green.
Ну, конечно.
From outside off the mark. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Montiunas is checked in for Love. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. Now here's Harden. Can't get it to go. Curry with some nice D. Iguodala against Harden. The drive by Iguodala from 11 feet away. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Here is Harden. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Mozgov. It's deflected. Here's Curry. Here's Iguodala. Got a hand on it. Rockets trail by 8. Beverly with the ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Thompson. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
Бля, ну как так, а?
Uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
9 подряд просто.
Superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next, for under $24 million combined, and you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
The Rockets making a switch here. Love's checked in. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Harden kicks to Mozgov. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Now here's Thompson. His last outing with 20 points. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Green. Clock at 4. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Thompson misses. And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements. One of the top-selling jerseys in the league, his signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist. It says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
And now Iguodala running the floor all by himself.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barbosa's checked in. Harden dishes to Love. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Barbosa, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got 3
Бля, сколько атак я уже не забиваю, но это просто пиздец.
Kicks to Mozgov.
Ну, что все стоят-то? Двигаемся, двигаемся, парни.
And there's the feed to Mozgov. 5 to shoot. Here's Harden. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Tell you what, this is some serious showmanship here.
Loving
that tomahawk.
Clarkie came with force, and that's not just getting 2 points. He was sending a message.
Мазик, ты сегодня сколько из 10 каток сколько вы вылетаешь?
Now here's Harden. 11 points in the game. Love with the screen for Harden. Inside, puts up the baby hook. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it.
Ну, Форд, да, мы сегодня же играем в 9. Сколько вылетаешь каток?
And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on
average. Тут что ты в 8 зайдешь, блядь? Ты что, Мазик?
of the league.
It's amazing. Spates sets a screen. Barbosa for three, and he gets the bucket. Barbosa's got 5 points in the quarter.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that
Сколько
particular
каток целых отыграешь, говорю.
Here is Harden. He kicks to Love. And some nice passing there by Houston. Three-pointer. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 9 points with the basket from James
Бля,
Harden.
Матик, это пиздец.
Boy, they're getting a bunch more
Завязывай,
threes up here in the
блядь.
second quarter.
Yeah, and they're getting trigger happy. You can't win the game with one shot. You've got to vary it up. Challenge the defense.
From D, Iguodala. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston.
Каток 5, красава.
Livingston's got 5 assists in the game. And for the Rockets, they're shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter.
Но 5 маловато,
Harden against
конечно.
Barbosa. Harden the pass to Mozgov. Harden outside. Love with the screen for Harden. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Harden's got 16 points. There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Here is Livingston, defended by Beverly. Pass to Spates. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
7, да, 7. Может быть, мы всего 7 даже сыграем. Это будет нормально. 7 победных, да? Я так понимаю.
So he gets them both. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half. The three from Harden, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so that's the end of the first half.
Guys, I'm here with Kevin Love, and Kevin.
And now, the 2K Sports
У меня
halftime
тут,
show.
походу, опять просер. Бля, пипец, -1. Я даже выигрывал, блядь, и уже проигрываю. Ну, ёбаный рот, блядь.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson. What a start it was for Stephen Curry.
Так, блядь.
He had 12 points, 2 steals, and 5 assists.
Трешки 23%. Все понял, блядь.
And now, folks, it's just about
Косоруки и
time for the third
дегенераты.
quarter.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. In at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Curry in at the point. Here's Lawson following the basket by Stephen Curry. There's the pick. It's Harden with the drive. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Passes it to Iguodala. Screen by Bogut. Iguodala gets the bucket. Iguodala's got 10 points.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Now, here is Harden. 16 points for him. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. 18 points for him.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
Curry kicks to Green. Bogut down low from deep. Iguodala. Offensive rebound. Rockets trail by 12. And here's Harden. He's got 18. The dish to Ariza. Here's Love from 16 feet away.
Let's go.
Love's got 18 points in the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Green. That doesn't go either for Green.
can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Monaeus is checked in for Kevin Love. Thompson against Lawson. He dishes it to Capella. Harden against Curry. 5 on the clock. Harden gets to Monaeus. Goes up from the top of the key. The Warriors pull it in. Bogut's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Monaeus with the steal. Lawson's against Iguodala. In the corner. Harden. Back to Lawson. Harden outside. Just 4 to shoot. Capella dishes to Monaeus. Nice D from Bogut.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, and in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
Harden, and the shot counts. He's fouled. It's a chance for a three-point play.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
First trip to the free throw line tonight.
You know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Kevin Love's checked in for the Rockets. Warriors leading by 5.
And the Warriors, you know, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
Checking out the game, надо было раньше заходить. He's got 10 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Rockets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Now Harden, 21 points in the game. Feeds to Love. Fires top of the key. No good.
Блять, что я опять делаю, нахуй, ну?
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's Capella. He has 6, and that one's good. And that's now 20 points for Kevin Love.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Бля, ну какой он чандон, блять, ну просто пиздец.
As you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Now here's Lawson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Love outside. Here's the 3.
Ну почему?
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Ну это, блядь, попал еблан нахуй. Ну конечно, блядь.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap.
Блять, Лав это пиздец просто. Почему он, блядь, не попадает ни хуя вообще? Ебануться, попал, блядь. Блядь, 2 из 10 ты рофлишь, дядь, блядь. 10 раз бросил, блядь. 2 с трёшки, блядь. Нет. Фу, блядь. Он с не промахнется, бля, без вариантов. Попадание стопроцентное.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
Now here's Harden. 21 points in the game. Love the pass to Harden. Tipped away and stolen by Barnes. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway.
Бля, ну только нахуй отыгрался, ну почему, блядь, этот долбоёб просто не попадает, и все, он просто мимо бросает.
Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back,
Ой, бля.
it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
For the Rockets, Mozgov, he's checked in for Capella, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. And Golden State also making a change. Spates checked in for Green. Now here's Harden. Dishes to Love. Mozgov drives in, and that one's good. Mozgov's got 6 points.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Curry kicks to Spates. And it's Bogut atop the key. Back to Thompson. Rockets with the rebound. And Clark, they're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't think the clock is a factor right now, at least not yet. I mean, they don't need to change their pace of play. Keep attacking.
I'm not really sure. I think it's be a mistake to let the shot clock in under 10 seconds from here on out.
Here's Thompson. James Harden picking up that last basket.
Ну, пиздец, как я мог, блядь.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Picked by Mozgov. It's Harden with the drive. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. The Warriors making a switch here. Barbosa's checked in. Harden outside. And there's the pass to Mozgov. Beverly dishes to Love.
Бля, ну это пиздец, ну кольцо просто выплевывает его броски, все.
Pass to Barbosa. Lets it go from deep. Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside, the drive by Love. Curry with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. Barbosa for 3. And it's Barbosa again missing. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Love outside. Shot clock at 6. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Andrew Bogut.
Just call him the Beard. James Harden, not just iconic, but also entering the conversation for the best player in the NBA.
And speaking of Harden and being the best, he certainly tell you so. He referred to himself as the best all-around player in the league. What do you think?
I think he's right in that category. A lot of people laughed him off when he said that. But he's been a legitimate MVP candidate. His defense has gotten better, and obviously his offensive game is off the charts.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Steph Curry. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Thornton in for James Harden. Now here is Barbosa. He's got 5. That drops. Barbosa's got 7.
They couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Now here's Beverly. He feeds it to Love. On the wing, Thornton. Lets it go from deep. And it's Spates with the rebound. Warriors leading by 12. Livingston passes to Barnes. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Rocket shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And here's Beverly. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Боюсь бросать за него.
Mozgov a screen on Spates. Just 5 on the clock. Love kicks to Beverly. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Yeah, sloppy D there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Extremely untidy on the defensive end. I mean, when he gets it in that close, that's an easy bucket.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Thornton kicks to Love. There's the pick. Barbosa against Thornton. Now here's Beverly. Tight defense on him. And here's Love for 3. Again, Love missing.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Блядь, если бы ты еще попадал, тебе бы цены не было. Куда, блядь? Просто куда?
Now here's Brewer, covered by Barnes. It's tipped. Brewer the pass to Love. It's stolen by Bogut. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone. There's the
2 раза, блядь, чувака мне
Barnes has got 8.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
And that one's good.
Так, это надо, ну, блядь, он очков-то ёбнуться набрал уже. Почему он в трёшки не попадает?
Livingston kicks to Bogut.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact. You're fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
Так, ладно, еще есть шансы.
Warriors lead by 9. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay.
Пам-пам-парам. Он Димас там зажигает. Пошел, пошел, пошел. Вая.
Warriors leading by 9. Brewer is out there with Bonajunas. Then it's Lawson. Then it's Harden. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Now here's Curry. Jumper off the screen. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries.
Пиздец!
62% so far.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Thompson against Lawson. Kicks to Bonajunas. In the corner, Harden. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They've led by as many as 14 points. And following this one, They'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just
Пошел он, блядь, ну просто сейчас с разворота, хуй пойми, как забил, блядь. Ну как это возможно? О, Димас пошел справа там, блядь. Дэнсит, блядь.
That's his game.
Kevin Love's checked in for Houston. Ariza comes in for Corey Brewer. Rockets trail by 13. Ariza outside.
Охуеть.
Here's Thompson.
Охуеть, блядь! Ну пизда, чё, все, блядь. Это уже точно не отыграть.
Going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play, and those are all natural fits for the talents of Klay Thompson. Great moving off the ball, and we know he can stroke it from long range.
Here's Capella, and that one's good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Puts it up from 17, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Well, Greg, for Thompson, a hard-working defender. You were talking about it. Do you think Clark, his offensive style, frees him up to put more energy into defense?
Well, you know, it could be. I mean, he's extremely smooth. He's uber smooth in how he operates. He doesn't have to drive the lane and absorb a lot of contact to get his shot off, and he's quick and efficient with his offense. So that does leave him more energy for the defensive end.
Warriors leading by 12. Outside Curry. There's the feed to Thompson. He kicks it to Barnes. The three-pointer off the mark. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Ariza. A three ball. Good.
Yay!
Ariza's got it back down to single digits for the Rockets.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, who's on the money?
Ну еблан, блядь, ну как ты забил-то, блядь?
With the three of his own.
Watch out now, Shooky. We got a duel shaping up right here. This could be mano-mano for a little while.
Now, here's Lawson. Ariza outside. 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. No good from Lawson. Warriors leading by 12. The drive by Iguodala. At the elbow, Green. Golden State moving it around. Barnes dishes to Iguodala. Launches it. Barnes can't get it to go. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Harden kicks to Lawson. There's the three.
Ну как, ну блин.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Open shot, Thompson.
Ну почему он стоял один, не забил, а этот забивает? Ну. Бля, ну я вообще не понимаю.
Harden against Iguodala. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And now it's 27 points for
Харден 27 очков наебашил уже. Пиздец. И мы все равно проебываем, блядь. Как это нахуй возможно?
I think almost every Rocket big would end up missing some time.
Timeout called the Warriors. And last season, GA, as you were talking about, the injuries for the Rockets did pile up. Dwight Howard was out. Terrence Jones was out. They missed those guys for multiple games.
Yeah, and that hurt them inside. But also, remember, Beverly goes down right before the playoffs. So in all, the Rockets had 180 missed games on their roster due to injury. Amazing.
Как, блядь, легко у них все получается. Ну, пизда.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Passes it to Capella. Ariza has the open look. Again, the Rockets score. Warriors leading by 12. Curry kicks to Bogut. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Lawson defending. Iguodala's drive. Out to Thompson. Green, the screen. Shot off the pick. And it's Golden State with another.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
There's the dish to Capella. There's a good screen. Takes a three. Harden, no good.
The defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Green kicks to Thompson. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Thompson's got 30 points.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Feeds it to Capella. He dishes it to Harden. And the pass to Lawson. And here's Love from the arc. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Бля, такой Кевин Лав долбоёб, блять. Это шок просто.
Warriors leading by 16. Curry kicks to Green. There's the pick. Green, the screen. Iguodala against Lawson. 5 on the clock. On its way from Curry for 2.
Блять, это тоже мудила, блять. Ну как ты попадаешь так?
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Al Harden. To the wing right side. Lawson kicks to Harden. Curry with the steal. And they're moving it up. On up the court. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Curry.
Ой, блядь.
Curry's got 9 assists now tonight. Excellent ball movement there, guys. And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Love. Back to Lawson. Dishes it to Harden. There's a screen. Shot to stop the drought. Great D that time from Green.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action.
Какой ты мудак, блядь. Бля, 30? Ебать, 3 из 15. Охуеть можно.
And Thompson kicks to Bogut. Pass to Curry. Picked him clean. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And Ariza with the stop.
Бля, вот этому чуваку респект, блядь. Столько он всего сделал. Против Стефа, блядь.
Golden State moving the ball around and stolen by Love. Lawson against Green. Fires from the corner. And the shot falls short this time.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
Iguodala with the bucket.
Harden тоже пизда промахивается.
Rockets trail by 20. Lawson drives in. He feeds it to Love. Curry against Harden. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Love.
Это мимо, блядь.
They grab their own miss. Puts up a 3.
Тоже мимо, блядь. Я вообще трешки, блядь, не попадают они у меня. А это все попадают. Блядь.
13 points for Draymond Green.
Ублюдки, блядь, какие-то. Просто пиздец. Все, блядь. 3 из 15, из 16. Как это возможно? Блядь, даже я бы вживую больше попал бы, блядь. Как так-то, блин, а? Просто 3 из 15, блин. Ну что это такое? Тут, блядь, мимо, нахуй. Не, ну ты просто мне скажи, как 3 из 15 можно попасть? Даже из 16, блядь, ну это вообще не... Похер, что просрали, просто меня вот это больше... Ай, блядь, этот вообще кит бросать не умеет, косорукий, блин. Ты рофлишь, дядь, блядь? Бля, ну мы не заслуживали так много проиграть. Хер с ним проиграли бы. Ну не так много, блядь, ну что это такое? Да, хотя похер, проигрыш есть проигрыш.
Really, I like the movement and communication there.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough.
Бля, Лав накидал 30 поинтов почти. Ну, блядь, как можно попасть 3 из 16? Ну, вот это меня больше бесит. Давай еще 1 в 1 этого, блядь, мелкого разыграем. Сюда. Ооо, блядь. Вот Харден, блядь. Ну ладно, тоже, конечно, стата такая себе. Но зато хоть он что-то попадает издалека. Бля, ебать, вы чё?
Warriors on D. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Kicks it out to Ariza. It's a pick by Love. Lets a floater go. The feed to Beverly. In the corner, Harden.
Сюда, сюда, сюда. Давай, давай, давай.
It's stolen by
Пизда.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
And Clark, they really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Most definitely. They shot the ball extremely well. It's a game to be proud of.
Бля, ну мы вот просто не заслуживали такого большого проигрыша. Только из-за этого.
Quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark once again. Another great performance.
Ты меняешь всех, блядь.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in, and if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Бля, Харден красавчик. Вопросов зиро к нему, блядь.
He's checked in for Capella. Monajunas comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Thornton in for Trevor Ariza. Here is Livingston. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's
да, вот именно сейчас нам дают фолы в нападении, им дают.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
And the Rockets making a change here. Brewers checked in. Now here's Beverly. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game time.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
Тимофей Мозгов, кстати, русский, между прочим.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Here is Livingston. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg.
Ну вот сейчас давай посмотрим. Просто мне интересна статистика. Стеф там, понятно, накидал хреновую тучу трешек, блин, как обычно, по-любому. Ну просто мы могли, блин, побороться вообще точно. 100%. Ну там, блин, вот они делают рывки там 12 к 3, блин. Я отыгрываю, и опять 12 к 3, и опять 12 к 3. Вот. Как это нафиг просто? Я не понимаю. Во. 33 Харден, 8 подборов, 10 ассистов. Вот он, блин, вот он. 3 из 16, 3 из 16. Чё, блядь? Блядь, тут 0 из 2 вообще. О, резать. Блядь, 5 бросков. Ой, 6 бросков, 5 попал, блядь. Еще у Стефа там, блядь, нормально его закрыл. 3 раза у него отнял. Ну это вот, блядь, вот почему ты не можешь так играть, а? Сколько мы проиграли? 17? Попади еще 5 хотя бы. Вот 8 из 16 попади. Блядь, и все. И мы бы уже там заборолись бы точно. Но нет, ну, зачем? Бля, зачем? Нахуй надо, блядь. А Стеф сколько попал, давай. А, он всего одну трешку бросил и попал. Понял вас. У них вон гри... Блять, вот этот человек вообще не умеет бросать. Пиздец, блядь. Девять из 22, 7 из 27. Ну, прикольно, блин. Да. Бенчпоинт, отлично, 13. 15 потерь, бля, понятно, короче. Все понял, так скажем. Он не контрится, потому что он из-под кольца тоже все попадает. Ладно, пошел я стричься.